be. No private planes for my insanity. Self-indulge. Discipline never been my sentiments. I needed. To me, it was like penicillin. Love. My happiness was in that. The melodies gave me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar. Never did a. Till I got myself around her. My daddy looked the other way. He saw sin in me. Pinched in me. Reincarnated. Life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Detroit Tigers taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, Singy, let's get right into it. He threw an absolute gem last time out.
Seriously, Boog. I mean, this guy was nearly untouchable. Opposing hitters baffled all day long. Impressive stuff, and we'll see if his teammate can match it today.
First pitch coming your way next. All right, just about ready for baseball and getting to start. Logan Gilbert. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Got him swinging.
Dude, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And here's Corey Seager to hit. Slider misses outside. Gilbert was superb the last time on the hill, tossing a shutout. 1 out, bases empty. And there's a foul ball.
That complete game shutout in his last start is so rare nowadays, Boog. In 1983, that happened 180 times across MLB. In 2023, there were only 21. Not a lot of pitchers who can do what he did.
Palacios pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. All right, Singy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. That's off the mark. Ball 1.
Well, you always want to come out in the first inning, try to put something up on the board. It's a big 2-out double right there. See if the cleanup man can drive him in and put a tally up there on the board.
Next offering is fouled back.
Well, a really good chance right here to pick up a run in the top of the first after what seemed to be a real quiet start to the inning.
2 outs. Way out front for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That's too low. 2-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. Rafael Devers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Kicks and fires. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
First and second, 2 outs. Digging in, Rafael Devers. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1. First and second, 2 down here in the second game of the series. A little out front there as he swings through it.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
And that one almost got him.
No, that's a ball.
Hernandez over at second. Schwarber on at first with 2 down. In the dirt. Sets him down looking. That's the first cutter we've seen today, and it was effective.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
And we're back. And on the mound in this one, Luis Gil. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
And up next for Seattle, Richie Palacios. That one's in there. Strike 1. Gil in his 3rd season, 26 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. That misses the zone, and 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
2 out, space is empty. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one's carrying. And gone! A soaring shot to center. His 2nd of the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
So 2 away with nobody on. And now for Seattle, Nathaniel Lowe. Check swing, called strike. Out towards right center field. Jankowski on the move. And the inning is over. 2 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Tigers baseball on the show Great Lakes. Back in Seattle, second inning set to go. And now Matt Olson up to hit. Gilbert back to work. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
And now Blake Perkins missed inside with the curve.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today.
Towards first, and it goes just foul. Nobody out, runner at first. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Mullins settles under it. Makes the grab, one down. Adrian Del Castillo, the next to hit.
Del Castillo.
And that's off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
2 balls, 1
Olson, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Okay.
This one in the dirt. Man at first, one away. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That K is his third of the game. Travis Jankowski up now for the Tigers. 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
No ball, 2 strikes. One and 2.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there. Two outs.
2 and 2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. He made him pay for that one. It's 2-2. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Struck out swinging his first time. That's hard hit on the line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that is that. But 2 come across to score in the inning courtesy of this 2-run homer. 2-2 game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at T-Mobile Park, Willy Adames stands in. Adames went deep in his most recent game. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1.
No ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
The shortstop takes the ball. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And the batter now, Jesus Sanchez. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Heel, a former rookie of the year, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a fair ball. The throw into second, and he's out.
He's out.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Tied up here in the early going. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mariners go down quietly there. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. Seager stands in now. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
That's the ball.
And there's a ball.
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. That one missing inside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And next up for the Tigers, Teoscar Hernandez. Doubled his first time up. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Next to the plate is the Tigers DH, Kyle Schwarber. He reached out a walk his first time. Off the mark there, and that's ball 1. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-1.
On the ground right side, down the line, and it's foul. 3-2 now.
2 strike.
Rafael Devers in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And that'll load the bases.
Oh, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. Golden opportunity right here. This one is blasted. A no-doubter. Grand slam. That one's gotta feel good. His 4th home run of the season. It's 6-2. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. One big swing, and that turns the tables on this one. And when you come to the plate with the bases loaded and you've got some pop, you know it's hard not to think about the chance to hit a grand slam. And that can be a trap sometimes, but not right here. He seized the opportunity, put a great swing on it, and now they're working with the lead.
That one down the line, and a foul ball.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
Here's the pitch to Olsen. And a curve is down and in.
Well, at least he's got a clean slate after that grand slam. Nothing to think about on the bases, so he can really go after the hitter and just approach this like it's a clean inning. Get the outs that you need and get back into the dugout.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
Tremendous job of bringing that ball back over the plate. He gets just enough of it to get the call. And tell you what, as a hitter, it starts out of the zone. It looks really far away, and for it to catch the outside corner, you just have to tip your cap to the pitcher.
And up next for Detroit, Blake Perkins. And a swing and a miss there.
0-1.
4 runs already in the frame. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And here comes the Mariners manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Logan Gilbert out of the game, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. Dean Hayden will take over here. 1 down. Adrian Del Castillo up now for the Tigers. Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
That's a ball.
Safe at second, and that was not close.
Well, I'm sure that steal will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Pitch misses there, and the count is 2-0.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
Grounded to low. Steps on first for the out.
Up next for the Tigers, the center fielder, Travis.
And here is Travis Jankowski. He's already homered here in this one. In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Squirts away a little bit. Runner stays put at third. Perkins at third with 2 away. Hit on the ground to short. Adames whips it across. Then they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. Big time, big fly for Detroit. A grand slam. Now a 6-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Stepping in, Josh Lowe. He's 0 for 1. Fastball for a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
And strike 2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
And they'll do it again. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Palacios stands in now and watches strike 1. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly nothing at 2.
0-2.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
As we go to the top of the 4th, and stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. Here comes a pitch. Inside, and that is ball 1.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
That misses the zone, and a count now 2-0. And that one clips the corner. And that one is downstairs. 3-1 now. And that's in for a strike.
3-2.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You get a walk, and you get a walk. Everyone gets a walk, Boog.
So a man aboard. Here's Corey Seager. That one hit to right. Low pulls it down. 1 down. So up next, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch misses. Hernandez in his 8th season, 32 years old, and he's a former home run derby champ. Outside low, ball 2. Yeah, that's fouled off. Jimenez at first, one gone. And a big swing and a miss.
He's been great in this one. Eye-hand coordination just failed him a little bit right there.
Stays alive. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back. Got all of that one. His second home run of the series, and they add on. It's 8-2. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's a big power threat. Kyle Schwarber. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 9-2. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
One out, base is empty. Here's Rafael Devers. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one to first, and that's just foul. And now 1-2. Next offering is outside.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it, save the rest of that bullpen, somehow stop the bleeding.
This one smoked on its way out of here. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 10-2. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Dean Hayden won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today. New pitcher for the Mariners, Tyler Rogers. He's into the game with the bases empty. Here's Matt Olson, 1 for 2. Foul ball. The 0-1. And a foul ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And next to hit for Detroit, Blake Perkins. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Palacios makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
Adrian Del Castillo up now for the Tigers. 0 for 2 in this one. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. This to third. They get the force. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Tigers 10 and the Mariners 2. And we're back. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Eugenio Suarez. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Mullins in the box now. No balls and a strike. The M's with a lot of ground to make up. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. There's the strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
And that's outside.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Here's a 1-2. Strike 3, and now 6 strikeouts in a row.
I think he might have gotten away with one right there. That was a very hittable pitch right over the heart of the plate, and I know that batter is kicking himself right now. Would like to get that pitch again. Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
Low batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. Swings and misses. 0-2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Another one, and that makes it 7 consecutive strikeouts. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. And the deficit stays at 8. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-2 to count. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2-2. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Good sinker low in the zone right there, and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
So the lineup flips over, and next up for the Tigers, Andres Gimenez. There's a strike.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Pitch misses inside. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. In the air, left field. Palacios makes the catch. 2 away now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Corey.
2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Detroit, Corey Seager. And there's a strike.
No ball. 1 strike.
The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
1 ball.
I think he was
2
sitting
strikes.
off speed there.
That misses the zone. Now 2-2. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Next pitch is outside. Teoscar Hernandez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Mateo sends it to first. And Seager is set down. And that is the inning. Tigers are shut down there, and the lead stays. Back in Seattle, bottom of the inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Willie Adames. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Foul ball still 0-2. That one to first. Into the outfield, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 7, designated hitter.
And next is the designated hitter, Jesus Sanchez. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. It is 11th strikeout in this one, really racking up the whips. Salvador Perez up next for the Mariners. Struck out looking his first time. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Seager. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5. Tigers 10 and the Mariners 2.
I tell you what, I think we all just jumped across that line. Honey, I'm pretty
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Rogers back to work. That misses the zone. Ball 1. Movement in the bullpen. Kevin Kelly getting loose out there. Little, the power lefty, up as well. Misses inside. And now 2-0. Ripped on the ground to second. Whips it to first. And Hernandez is out. So now the DH spot, Kyle Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber.
That one is inside ball 1.
1-0.
That one fouled off. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Straight. That one outside, and that's ball 2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Devers now. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dig.
On the ground. Oh, he gloves it to his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Making it look easy at the Keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Back at T-Mobile Park, Jorge Mateo now.
The second baseman, Jorge Mateo.
Foul ball there.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good job to fight that one off. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Richie Palacios now at the plate. On the ground, right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Just one of those seeing eye base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Now here is Eugenio Suarez. Lifted in the air, right center field. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 hit is all they get. We're through 6 full. Tigers 10 and the Mariners 2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Brendan Little.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Olson, the leadoff batter, as he swings through it for strike 1. Little, a lefty who lights up the radar gun. He features a sinker, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
now batting, the right fielder, Blake Perkins.
And next to hit for Detroit, Blake Perkins. 1 for 3. Outside low, and it's 1-0. That one ripped. Mullins makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 down, bases empty. Adrian Del. So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Jake Rogers. Looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. First offering misses badly for ball 1. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Mullins settles, brings it in, and that is that. Bottom of the 7th. Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Right through there for a strike.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
And they get Mullins for the out. Here's Nathaniel Lowe. That clips a corner.
0-1.
And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 13 strikeouts now. He's putting together an impressive outing. Willy Adames up next for the Mariners. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
Late with the swing there.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. That one missed. Gets a piece and stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Here's the pitch to Adames. And down on strikes he goes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. At the plate, Travis Jankowski. The Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Rob Refsnyder. And first offering is fouled off. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Mateo makes the catch, and there's one gone. And next up for the Tigers, Andres Jimenez. 0 for 3 in this one. Inside corner for a strike. 0-1. In the air, left field, down the line, and it stays fair. One gone, runner at first. Now it's the shortstop, Corey Seager.
Time.
And that's outside. Ball one.
1-0.
Ground ball right side, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the eighth coming up. Tigers 10 and the Mariners 2. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Jameson Taillon.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Outside. Just
That's the
missed.
ball.
And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out. Salvador Perez will hit next. Top of the zone for a called strike. Taillon, he's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. This one popped up right side. Fair ball.
Now, a manager can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back, if they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that, probably don't want to leave him in too long.
And the batter now, Jorge Mateo. And that one is lifted in the air. Ref Snyder hauls it in for the out.
Yeah, we got this. We got a good vibe and we're smiling. We got
And now the right fielder, Josh Lowe. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That ends the frame. This one pretty well decided at this point. 9th inning coming up. Tigers 10 and the Mariners 2. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
The Tigers going with a pinch hitter, Johnny DeLuca.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
First pitch, not close. Next offering is fouled back. Gonna count 1 and 2.
1 ball. 2 strike.
And misses inside. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. And now the DH, Kyle Schwarber. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
There's the strike.
No ball. 2 strike.
Cut out and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And there's a fly ball deep right field. And it hits the fence. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay throw. And he's safe. It's a wall ball double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Matt Olson down. Grounded to low. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
In the background is a black.
Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Marcus Stroman.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Right through there for a strike. Ball one there. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One gone here.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. That thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Suarez, batting with one down, takes a strike. Edge of the zone for a strike. 0-2 now. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Just missed.
1 ball.
2 down,
1 strike.
nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9. Just
that's a ball.
missed. And delivers outside.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Nathaniel Lowe up to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Mullins off of first with 2 away. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Stroman is just 1 strike away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2. And that just misses.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And there's a ball. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. Lifted to left, and that should do it. And that'll do it. The Tigers take this one in a blowout.
This team has won the series with the win in this game today, so you got your eye on a sweep. It's not going to be easy to do. When you're on the road, a home team is always fighting to keep themselves alive. So got to come out, execute, play really good baseball tomorrow to complete this sweep.
10-2 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Sciambi. Talk to you soon.
Traders, I gave you hard work and labor. I gave you your flavor. Bohemian haters. This fakers, you gave me crumbs, now give me cakers. The movers and fakers get around and catch the vapors. While my shots is jumping like the Lakers. I want land with acres, you them because your papers. I'm from back in the day with a wearing papers. And they'll call you a moolie, treat you like a racist. Militant, yeah, I'm back in the booth. Pop, I hit you from the roof, yeah. It's the truth, but pressure on you when you stoop. With body shots.